You know what I did last night? Fell asleep. Nothing crazy about that. Obviously, you fall asleep at night. Woke up 6 a.m. Nausea City. Okay? Woke up 6 a.m. Felt like there was a country at war in my intestines. Okay? Didn't understand it. My stomach was turning around. I was like, let's see if we can get through this. Wasn't sure if I could. Waited around for about 30 minutes. So I couldn't get back to sleep because I was Nausea City. I was like, should I take Tums or should I take a trip to Xanny Island? Now, I took a trip to Xanny Island because I thought that would hit it. I thought that would hit my shit, and in 15 minutes, I'd be out like a fucking light. Like a light. Like a light. And so I took a trip down. I got in the canoe, and I used my back to scoop through down to Xanny Island. That's what I did, dude. I took a fucking... I got all aboard Xanny Island. That's what I did, okay? I got a table for two at Zanzibar. That's what I did, dude. That's what I did. I took 0.25 milligrams. Snothing. People out here taking fucking 2 full Xanny bars just to get through the day. Took 0.25 to go to sleep. Snothing. All right? Hit me hard. Didn't need to take the fucking Tums. Pass the fuck out. What happens if you listen to this podcast? Here's a quiz. What happens to your boy after he wakes up for about an hour and then goes back to sleep in the morning? What happens to your boy even without Xanny Island? What happens to your boy? Your boy has vicious dreams. Your boy has dreams so hard, it's like they plugged him into the Matrix, and now this is his real life, these dreams. Now, that means if you take a trip to Xanny Island while you're doing some vicious dreaming, all bets are off. I'm I'm an eagle with person legs at this point. In my head, you know what I mean? Like I have wings and I'm not in the dream where I'm like, what's up with the fucking wings I have? I don't normally have wings. I'm so deep in this dream, I'm like, yeah, these are my wings. I'm not even thinking about them. I just have wings like they're legs and a belt or something. You know? Like that's how far down Xanny Island I am and how far down deep into the matrix of dreaming I am. So it's 10:15 and I don't know that until later after I wake up, but that's what time it is just to let you know when this next part happens. All right? Now I'm deep in Xanny Island. I'm doing some vicious dreaming because it's the time I dream anyway. But also, I'm all along Xanny Island. Okay? I am having a dream. Now, let me tell the story from Kristen's perspective because that's the better way to tell the story. I could tell you about this dream, but when people tell you about their dreams, they're fucking boring as shit, right? When somebody walks up to you and you know them a little bit or a lot, it doesn't matter, or even not at all, and they say, dude, I got to tell you about this dream. What do? You go like this, oh, for fuck's sake, here we go. In your head, but on the outside, you say, oh, what happened? And you're pissed at yourself for not being honest. So now you're pissed that you got to stand here and listen to this bullshit, boring story/dream this guy's saying, and you're also pissed off because that guy made you be not honest. So this guy perpetrated 2 offenses in one question. Would you like to hear my dream? So I'm not going to tell you that because this is a podcast that goes out to a lot of people and our listenership is exploding. Okay? You know how it goes. We're moving up. Right? YouTube views, they're fine. But the listenership, we're moving up. So I wake up and I know I'm gonna be the man who fucking whatever, you know. And I will walk 500 miles. Oh, that song, dude. And I will walk 500 more. Just say you'll walk 1,000 miles, dude, okay? Shorten up the song. I will walk 1,000 miles. And that's the end of the song. Anyway, dude. Was that by the Pretenders? Proclaimers. Same shit. Doesn't matter. We'll move it up. So now I wake up. And when I wake up, I don't do that wake up that you wake up and you just kind of are like, oh, maybe I'll get up. You know what I mean? Sometimes you wake up and you're like, is it time to get up? Or I'm not going to open my eyes yet. I'm just going to chill and kind of like ease into the wake up. It's like the calisthenics or the warm up of the wake up where you're just like, am I awake yet? Sometimes you do that. And sometimes you do what I did. You wake up in the middle of a dream. And it's not just waking up in the middle of the dream. The dream is hectic and violent and way deep a few levels into the matrix. And you do this. Okay? That was the first sound I heard when I woke up, and oops, it was coming from me. I go, whoa. Okay. Now, Kristen, unbeknownst to me, is already awake. And she laughs. And she says, oh my God, honey, are you okay? And I start laughing because I know why I made that sound. And you don't. And she didn't at this point. So now I go from groggy, and I'm still groggy, but all along the way, I also am excited to tell her why I woke up. Because it was quite possibly the funniest moment that has happened to me all year. Okay? This is why I woke up making that noise. I was in a dream, but I didn't know I was in a dream. I thought it was real life. And I was in the lobby of the waiting room, which doesn't exist, for a movie that we were shooting. And a lobby where you're waiting to shoot doesn't exist when you're doing a movie. You're just kind of waiting around. You're either at craft service or in your trailer. But there was a lobby. It had like an elevator in it and a receptionist and shit. And we were all waiting to shoot a movie. Our parts. There was already an actor in there shooting his part. And in the waiting room, there was me and Hugh Jackman. And Hugh Jackman was dressed like a knight, okay? He was in knight's armor, but it was also like some samurai Japanese style kind of fucking shit. You know what I'm talking about? Like The Last Samurai, but he was Hugh Jackman, not Tom Cruise. So there was a famous actor shooting, me, and then also Hugh Jackman. Now, I don't remember who the famous actor was. As soon as I woke up, I forgot who it was, right? But I'm in the middle of this dream, and I'm dreaming. Now, this is about 35 seconds before I wake up going, okay? So I say, so I'm with Hugh Jackman, and the first actor is done doing the part. Right? He comes in, and then it's Hugh Jackman. Hugh Jackman says, I guess it's my turn now. You know, he's Australian and shit, even though it doesn't seem like he would be. And I say, cool. So he goes, and he shoots his part. And then the dream kind of fast forwards, and Hugh Jackman's done. And he comes back out, and he says, how's it going? And I said, hey, man, how was it? And he said, good, man. It went great. And I said, fucking great, man. Come on, dude. Really? He said, yeah, it went really well. And I said, come on. Literally in the dream, I said, come on, Hugh Jackman, okay? I say, you're fucking like this huge action movie star, and it sucks. Like, I'm like this guy, and now it's my turn, and I got to follow what you did? It sucks. And he says, mate, it'll be all right. And I was like, nah, it's not going to be all right. I'm going to look so bad. And he goes like this, don't worry about it. He starts walking into the other room, and I'm following him, and I'm doing this thing where, like, I'm pretending to be upset, more upset than I am, and he clocks it. He knows, and he's going along with the bit. So now I'm in this dream, and I got Hugh Jackman doing bits with me. And we both know about it. It's not like I can't read the room. I'm reading the room. Hugh Jackman's in the room, and he gets my bit. And he's in fucking knight/Japanese armor gear. And I don't even know this is a dream. So I'm like, this rocks, okay? Hugh Jackman is like, all right, mate, whatever, playing the part of the fucking bit where he's like, all right, mate, it's going to be fun. You're going to do all right. Walks into the other room, and he walks through a doorway, and in his knight/Japanese samurai outfit, he goes to punch a wall, okay? Like, as a joke. He's like, mate, you'll be fine, right? He goes to punch a wall, and I'm sitting here like, nah, man, I can't do it. I can't do it. And as he goes to punch the wall, I link my arm into his arm, and I stop him from hitting the wall, and I say, I can do it, okay? Now, Hugh Jackman still loaded in this bit, right? We're both still meeting eye to eye in this bit. Hugh Jackman now is acting like he's pissed at me as the bit. He's like, hey, mate, what are you doing? I was trying to punch a wall. And I was like, oh, yeah, well, what? Fuck that. You know, like, you can't do that. And then he starts coming at me, going to tackle me, pushing me back against where the reception area is of this waiting room that never has ever existed on any movie set in the history of the world, okay? So as he's pushing me back, I'm like falling backwards and shit, but it's all like we're hamming it up because we're in the bit, dude, all right? And he's going to punch me, and I, as I'm falling back, reach back to grab an imaginary knife, okay? In the dream. In the dream, the knife is imaginary. I'm doing a bit in the dream of grabbing this imaginary knife. And I say out loud, as Hugh Jackman is tackling me, I go, he grabs a knife and stabs it in the back. Ugh. And I fucking go, I put it over Hugh Jackman's shoulder, and I land it, and I sink that fake bit knife right into the back of his shoulder blade. I say, he grabs a knife and stabs it into Hugh Jackman's back. Ugh. And then Hugh Jackman goes, and then he pushes back further, right? And then I say, on the other hand, I say, he grabs an iron and smashes it over Hugh Jackman's head. And I say this out loud, and Hugh Jackman goes, and then I say, he grabs an orange because that's the only thing that's left, and he squeezes it over the back of his neck. And I go, whoa, and that's when I woke up. I woke up grunting because I was saying out loud in my dream, grabs an orange because that's the only thing that's left, and squeezes it over the back of his head. Whoa. While Hugh Jackman was tackling me in knight/samurai gear, and I wake up and I go, whoa. And Kristen says, oh my God, honey, are you okay? Like, I don't know. In what sense am I okay? Dude, I was dying. And then she was like, okay, well, and I'm like, dude. And then I looked over and she was videotaping me talking about it. I had no idea. So I posted it to Instagram. So you can go check it out on my Instagram, or you can just fucking send somebody this podcast. But it was the fucking most, like, dude, it was so funny that, like, I don't even know why I was having this dream, because I was so fucking far down, like, on Xanny Island and taking a trip to fucking, you know what I mean? But it was so ridiculous. And it was like this whole fucking past few years, it was like I got cut out of this fucking movie, fucking cut out of 4 movies. It's like now that I'm in this situation where I'm in these movies, where I'm in the lobby, and I'm just creating this idea of how I can't be an action movie star, and Hugh Jackman is an action movie star. Dude, it's hilarious. Holy fucking shit, man.